to the impact of Barbie culture. I am Michelle Lopez, CEO and founder of the Michelle Lopez collection, in which all of us are wearing today. And I have with me the beautiful Nafisa and the beautiful Anna. So I wanted to do this because when I went to create this second line of Michelle Lopez collection, I decided I wanted to do pink. Did not know that the Barbie movie was coming out, but now that I understand the Barbie movie is coming out, I thought it was really imperative that we have the conversation about the impact that the Barbie culture has had. I am a different generation than they are, and so I feel like the perspectives would be good, right?
Yes.
And so let's get into it. Okay, so for me growing up, I thought, because I'm 50 years old, I thought when I looked at Barbies that Barbies were long hair, no curves, straight up and down, and so I really wasn't so much of a Barbie girl, right? But when I speak to you all, and when I hear about what you all think the Barbie culture was, I'm like, no, I changed that. I probably was the Barbie girl. So let's talk about, from your perspective, okay, so we'll start with you, Nafisa. What impact did Barbie culture have on you, and how old are you?
I am 29.
Okay, so yeah, that's a whole other generation. Jesus. Okay, so what impact did it have on you?
Well, I would first say because my mom is 6 girls and 1 boy, so I grew up in a house full of women, and so of course the girly girl things come to part when you are creating your bedroom, when your mom takes you shopping, different things like that. So I kind of developed like, I'm a girl, so I have all these girly girl things. My sisters, we have Barbies. So, you just start to get into yourself and what you want to look like. And so I'm a model. And so just dressing up and having that, let me put this on, and Barbie can do anything. She can be a nurse, she can do whatever. So it made me be like, well, let me just do whatever I can. I always wanted to be a veterinarian when I was a kid. So I had the Barbie that had like the dog and like the little veterinary items. So yeah.
So now that we're talking about, because I'm a designer and I've been a celebrity stylist for forever, did it have an impact on your fashion?
It did. I mean, even now, like I love all the colors. I don't have like a favorite color, so I can literally say I can wear anything. And even with this outfit here, it makes me feel like I'm a Barbie. So
yeah, because that's
I
Michelle
feel
Lopez.
like
Michelle Lopez.
it's necessary, so it gives Barbie vibes, and
Yeah.
I mean, it just makes you feel girly and cutie, and like you just want to just dress up and go out and get drinks, sip on tea, talk with your girls. So I feel like that's what the Barbie culture is.
So, okay, that's interesting for me because I was raised in a household where all men. So I'm the only girl of 3 boys, and so it was my dad and my uncle and my brothers, and so it wasn't necessarily girly. I got the girly part side from my grandmother, but I just used to do hair with, remember the big hair doll? Well, y'all might not remember. Y'all remember the big hair dolls? So I had the big hair dolls, and I was putting rollers in it, so it's a whole nother, and my bedroom set that my mom had got me was Holly Hobby. Y'all don't remember Holly Hobby? She still had a big head. Okay, so anyway, she still had a big head, so everything was like, I think everybody had a big head. Barbie didn't have a big
Probably was the
head.
trend of the Barbie.
Right. Okay, so Anna, what did Barbie symbolize for you?
So I guess for me growing up, I was a pink girl my entire life.
Really?
Pink.
Yes.
What is wrong with me?
I have been a pink girl my entire life. So to see Barbie's closet and it to be all pink, for her to have this Malibu dream house. I had the Barbie truck. I had the Barbie car.
Come on, Jesus.
I had the Barbie like briefcase.
Yeah.
But kind of what Nafisa said as well, it did symbolize that, okay, if one day I want to be a doctor, if one day I want to be a lawyer, if one day I want to drive my Barbie dream truck, or I want to drive my Barbie Lamborghini, I can do those things. Those things are accessible and attainable to me as well. And even though, yes, Barbie was not always the diverse doll for everyone.
Yeah. But she became
For sure.
that
She
eventually.
became diverse.
Yes.
And another thing that I just wanted to touch point on was, for me growing up, I was not always the skinniest. I wasn't the long hair, whatever. But to be able to go home and play with my Barbie doll and be like, oh, I'm still beautiful. I can still do those things.
Right.
That's where it meant a lot to me.
Okay, so what I'm just not hearing you say is that even though Barbie didn't necessarily look like you, you saw yourself
Yes.
in Barbie.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I'm hearing you say, which I resonate with, like my entire life and being resonates with, is that it really showed you that at any point in time you could be anything that you wanted, do
Yeah.
anything that you wanted, have anything that you wanted, and then be beautiful while doing it, right? And so here's another question though, because how did Ken come into play? So who was Ken, the extra? Or he
Yeah.
was like the added addition to her
Yeah.
power, to her beauty, to her?
He
Yeah.
was an
Ken was
addition
a
to her.
showpiece.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
He
hold
was
on, that's a
good.
whole other conversation. Hold on, Visa. Okay, wait.
Because she already had everything.
Yeah,
so.
she had her Malibu dream house.
Yeah.
She needed a pool boy.
Okay, okay, wait a
And
minute.
that's what it should be in real life.
That right.
Wait a minute, y'all. Okay, listen. Okay, so what does okay, so what does resonate with me is that Barbie was smart on her own. Barbie knew who she was on her own. Barbie obtained things on her own because she worked and she created her dream life on her own. And after that, because of that, Ken was the addition. So he was like her yin to her yang. He wasn't her everything. Oh, that rhymed. That was bars, y'all. Anyway, but he wasn't her everything, right?
Right.
Which really makes sense and really should be how it is right now. Like that we obtain our own manner of happiness, that we understand who we are in our fullness, and that we show up as that. And when we show up as that, the person or persons or whoever is going to come along, they will end up showing up. But my grandmother used to always say, water seeks its own level. And so if you don't understand who you are, what will show up is someone else that either doesn't understand who they are, or will further perpetuate in you the fact that you don't understand who you are and your insecurities, right? So Barbie was this beautiful, secure. Did you all consider her? She was smart.
I mean, yeah, because she
went to
had so
college,
many
she
things.
went to right.
And so, okay, so let's just I want to divert just really quick. So then, for today's culture, so let's talk about Barbie and kind of where social media is, right? Because Barbie, some people would say like she's plastic, everything's perfect, she's not real, she's kind of fake, right? No, y'all haven't heard that.
She
Y'all
is,
smiling
yeah.
like,
No,
I mean,
everyone
if
says
she's a
that.
plastic doll, she's beautiful, but I'm saying as it relates to social media, and what I found on social media is that sometimes that's how we show up on social media,
Yeah.
and we don't feel super comfortable showing up as our authentic selves.
Yes.
So tell me in your generation, because you know mine, I am who I am. You like it, you don't, click on, click off, whatever it is that you need to do, right? But in your generation, how do you all feel about that? Like what, the plastic part, the social media, how does it make you feel about yourself, for number one? And have you ever struggled with it?
You
cut-
go.
So when it comes to the whole, I guess, social media thing about how women perceive themselves based off of what other women post, it kind of goes back to the whole thing about what you touched on about being comfortable within yourself. A lot of people who unfortunately fall short to what they see on social media, unfortunately are just not comfortable within themselves. They see something that either they believe is, you know, the standard of beauty, or they feel like, oh, no one's gonna like me if I don't have this, or something, whatever that person has, that fake or that plastic that person has is what they think that if I get it, I'll get to the next level.
Right.
But a BBL don't get you a job.
I'm just gonna-
Like, but it's real though. A lot of people think, oh, you know,
And let me point out that because I've been a celebrity stylist forever, and I've taught women how to show up in their fullness and bigger than their clothes, really on the inside own who they are, and then reflect that on the outside. I see nothing wrong with a BBL if you want to get it done.
No.
What I feel like could be an issue is if you're looking at someone else and you're comparing yourself to someone else and you feel like you're not enough,
yeah.
and then you get the BBL. But if you feel like there are things you want to fix, that's like me going to the dentist and fixing a chip too.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
ain't never gonna see me walking around with toothless, because I'm gonna go get it, right?
Right.
So that's kind of what you're saying,
that's
right?
what I'm
yeah,
leaning
yeah.
towards. Definitely,
Yeah.
no. If you have it and you want to, there's nothing wrong with maintenance and fixing yourself.
Absolutely.
By all means,
Yes.
like definitely do it. But don't go into it believing that you're going to obtain success.
Because of it.
Yes.
Bam. Okay.
Well,
What do you
it
think?
started for me when I was really young because obviously, like, I didn't look like a lot of people in my school.
Yeah.
And then my last name was Recio. And then my name being Nafisa, they're like, oh my God, what is that? So I'm trying to figure out myself while not really fully being able to love myself because of what other people are saying. So then I was like, oh, you know, I always love fashion, of course. So once I got into fashion, the roller coaster of like loving myself kind of went up and down because you're so judged on, is she tall enough? Is she skinny enough? Is she, like, what?
Especially when you go to model, because
Yeah.
obviously I've been in this industry for a long time, and so depending on who it is, you're looking for a certain, and it doesn't mean that you're not enough. It could be you're not what I'm looking for,
Right.
but if you don't feel good about yourself, how you hear it is,
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not enough.
Yeah, and
But
that's
they-
what I
yeah.
developed once I got older, like to know who I am and know what I wanted to share to the world and
Yeah.
to let people know it's okay to be skinny or
Or
tall
thick.
or thick or whatever you is that you want to be.
Yeah.
So once I developed that mindset, I wasn't afraid of like being told no or
Yeah.
it just meant like I'm just not for you, and that's
Right,
okay.
and
So-
but you're still enough,
Yeah,
and that's the
absolutely.
other thing. And so, I guess if a Barbie came with all of that, did Barbie make you all think? Did Barbie give the, I don't know how I want to say, did you all feel like you were enough when you looked at Barbie? Or did you question your identity and who you were? And on that note, I'm gonna stop. And I'm gonna tell you guys, since we're live, to make sure you put your questions, your comments. How did the Barbie culture impact you in your life? Let us know. Please like, comment, and share. And then head on over to our YouTube channel because and cut on your notifications because you'll be able to see when we put the entire conversation up for you all to go, and then we'll answer any questions that you have.
Yes.
Anything you guys want to say as we say bye?
Just love
y'all.
yourself. Check out
Yes.
Michelle.
Yes.
Oh, check out, yes. How did I forget that? I'm so involved in this conversation. But go to Michelle Lopez. Michelle has one L, and it should be there. MichelleLopez.com. I have a new line that just dropped, and a lot of it, part of it is pink. Everything that we're in is part of my line. Check it out and go see it. And I hope that you guys, I hope to see you soon again, and go on over to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah? Love y'all. Bye. Okay, so I'll just repeat the question. Okay, so with that being said, when you all look at Barbie, not just for all the things that she did, not just because she was powerful and she added little Ken to the side, not any of that, but really when you looked at her, did it make you feel like as a girl, a young woman, and now, you know, ladies, that you are enough?
I would say just staring at the doll, maybe not, but when Tyra Banks played Barbie, that was like the monumental.
yes, absolutely.
Because you could really
moment.
see yourself.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like, oh my goodness.
She looks like me.
Right. It's like finally, and then they did the Afro Barbie. So it was like
Yeah,
once they
exactly.
really started to put the doll, it was almost like put the doll in my shoes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, it's me. Like,
Yeah.
I can do all these things. So
Yeah.
I feel like that was when it became a bigger impact on me personally.
And so it's kind of like us as women, as Barbie came out, and as the years went on, it evolved and became more refined, and how Barbie started showing up in the world was everyone could see themselves, right?
Right.
Okay, so what you think? Did it make you feel like
Yeah,
you were
because
enough?
at some point, you know, you would go into the store, like your mom's, you're in the Barbie aisle, and some the Barbies don't look like you, so you're like, well, I like her outfit, but you know,
Right.
how can I make her look so? Like you said, like once they started doing the afro, because I have curly hair, you know, you always want to straighten it when you go to school, 'cause, you know, and
That's
it's
a
a whole other story.
conversation,
So.
honey.
You know, once you go in the store, they started putting the Barbies that look like us. It's like, oh, now you're even more excited, and
Right.
now you can change the outfit and she has all these different things that you can
The
do.
detachable
Yes, the
feet
detachable
and shoes.
So it just makes you more excited and makes you to understand yourself, and it also makes you see yourself as a Barbie.
So will you guys go check out the Barbie movie? Are you guys
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
go see the
yeah,
Barbie
for
movie?
sure. Because I always wanted to do a Barbie shoot, and now I have clothes.
Come on,
to go
y'all.
with it.
Okay. Put your tongue in
And
there.
it's like Barbie was really like the first influencer.
Yeah.
And
for sure.
That makes sense.
like she influenced the whole culture, and it's
Yeah,
like
for sure.
seeing now how influencers influence, like like with you, like you're your own Barbie. You influence younger girls who want to be like you when you grow up, and when they grow up, and then you influence women your age or even older. That it's like, okay, this is the lifestyle. This is how I want to carry myself. So it's like really how Barbie has made us all our own Barbie.
Yes,
Yeah.
and dress up and love the skin that you're in
Right.
and be
Show
comfortable in
up.
it.
Yes.
For sure.
And so I think maybe that's where we end this. I think that it's a conversation that needs to continue in different areas of our life, but bigger than anything else, I think that we all need to understand that we are one of one, that there's nobody like us, that we are our own Barbie, and we need to show up in our fullness and own who we are, because it is amazing. So thank you guys for joining. Love you all. Subscribe, and I hope you come back for the next episode.
Just put your faith in him and he will take you where you wanna go. Trust me, I know.